All right, we have a new microphone, so that's fun. Yeah. All right, sorry, I was just checking some sound settings. So if it sounds kind of scuffed, we'll figure that out as we go. I have another tournament best of 3. Last time I played Tequila Sunset. Now we're playing VM's Flower. If anybody cares, the picks and bans, each player gets to ban 2 factions globally, meaning no one can pick it before the series even starts. So we had no overlaps. We get 4 banned factions. Demons, Chaos Dwarves, Ogre Kingdoms, and Wood Elves are all banned. I got to pick first. I picked Skaven, Greenskins, Tomb Kings, banned Dark Elves. He picked Vampire Coast, banned Tomb Kings, which is interesting. I generally think Skaven Vampire Coast is pretty fucking bad for the coast, but we'll see, I suppose. Scroll with both summons is fine. Fuck Plague Rash. Fuck Aura of Pestilence. Keep stand your ground. Okay. Nice, low to the ground. Tanky footcaster that can duel okay with Noctilus. Good at clearing out stuff with his Rod of Corruption, so clearing out summons or clearing out enemy front line. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Wolf Rats are key to this matchup. In general, Jezzails are also pretty good here. This map is kind of small, which is a bit of a bitch. Yeah, it's kind of small. See if that ends up mattering. Versus zombies, I don't need a better frontline than Skaven Slaves, so Skaven Slaves are fine. Triple Jezzail is good versus crabs and enemy shooting and Count Noctilus up on his big peg leg. I'm just gonna have to be careful about the lines of sight issues. Dwarf Thing Menace can be okay. I don't really need Rat Ogres versus the coast, honestly. They might go Animated Hulk spam, Crab spam, Celostra up on her big crab. Yeah, could do a lot of big things. Triads are pretty terrible against Celostra, but they can do okay versus like Rotting Prometheans and Animated Hulks and stuff. Okay. In case of flying units, we have Jezzails. In case of Celostra, we have Jezzails. I just kind of want a little more anti-Celostra. But I'm struggling to think of what that is. That's also flexible, right? Because I'm tempted to go Rattling Guns, but then I'm like, well, if he brings like pure shooting, the Rattling Guns aren't going to do anything. Could honestly do double Mutant Rat Ogre. Like, real talk, that could do okay. It's a little weak to ROR Crab Mob. Yeah, it's a little weak to ROR Crab Mob, but can do okay. We'll do Clan Vulcan. Yeah. So it's good versus Celostra. It's good versus Animated Hulks. It's good versus regular Rotting Prometheans. The only thing it's weak to is the mob with the shotguns. That's pretty trash. And then I guess getting shot by a large amount of pistol mobs or handgun mobs or something. But I'm going to hope that with 3 Jezzails, dogs, and all that stuff, I'll be okay. And then for the ROR crabs, or crabs with shotguns, Esh and Triads are good. Triads are uniquely bad against Celostra or other Rotting Leviathans. So, we'll see. I have a very different build for this matchup. Well, not very different, but different. Much more shooty heavy. But the problem is this map is weird. It's kind of mid-range and has trees. So I'm concerned. But if I got a flat open map like Galbaraz or Cliff of Beasts or something, usually I just go 4 Jezzails, 4 Slingers, 4 dogs, a couple slaves, Skrulk. Maybe some globes, and you just like purely outshoot the Vampire Coast and then use your dogs to counter their dogs. And that's all you do. Dogs versus dogs, and if your dogs win, which they do if you micro them well, if your dogs win, then you can outshoot the enemy and win. But small map, I'm worried he also might Mourngul rush, or like put them in the vanguard behind me or something. The Rat Ogres are pretty bad in this matchup, because a lot of his monsters or his infantry aren't armored, so the armor piercing of the Rat Ogres is wasted. They're weak to all the small arms fire, they're weak to the 400 gold halberds the enemy can bring, and they also lose pretty bad to the shotgun crabs anyway, so they're only good versus specifically just crabs. Lose the Mournguls. Don't lose to Animated Hulks, but you're fighting a 500 gold unit with a 700 gold unit, so it's not great. Alright, so we'll see what he brought. Gisele's in here. Should be able to shoot something despite the tree cover. Double mutant rat ogre. They're around. They can help me fight Morongols. They can help me fight a giant crab if I have to. They can fight crab mobs. They'll be okay. Skaven slaves will just run into the enemy zombies and do nothing. Skrulk will be with them to help clear out actual infantry, but mostly we don't care about them. I'm gonna put one clan rat here to maybe disguise the fact that I have 3 triads. The triads are gonna need to look for Morongols or support the front line. If he has like no sneaky stuff, he just has a bunch of crabs he's gonna run at me, then they can go support the front line. But I'm suspecting there's gonna be Morongols around. So I'm gonna hope that he doesn't do math very well and he just sees Skrulk and double mutant rat ogre and triple Giselle and 4 dogs and he's like, okay, that's where all the money went. I'm hoping he doesn't instantly go like, there's fucking triads sitting in there. We'll see. This is a mildly experimental build, but like I said, the map isn't great for how I normally play this. So we'll just see. Actually, I want the triads in their own thing. Okay. Yeah, he has Rotting Leviathans. Great. I'm actually super happy to see that, because it means I didn't waste my fucking time. Gunnery mobs, gunnery mobs, gunnery mobs. Okay. So for now, triple Giselles. Let's just shoot at Noctilus and see if we can get some free value. Don't see any dogs behind me yet. You also pop your concealment bombs. Just go help fight this for a bit. Meanwhile, our Giselles will start poking at infantry in some cases. My dogs are gonna have to go get aggressive because I don't see any of his dogs around. It's not really a thing, so we'll just have to go fight. But I do want at least one Giselle to keep taxing his micro. Just because that's a nuisance. So if he doesn't keep dodging with Noctilus, he'll take a bunch of damage. Okay, I'm in now. These are Plague Monk summon. And dogs go around the sides. Okay. We were mildly worried about this. So you guys kite away. We'll bring triads back over. And we left some slaves behind, but whatever. Okay, dogs are flanking. Gonna go for this. Plague monks are out. Gonna go for that. And Skrulk continues to just battle for now. Okay, let's continue trying to snipe Noctilus and see if we can just kind of get a little sneaky in there. Keep my dogs moving. Double mutant rat ogre doing their best. And they're shooting okay at Noctilus. We're not getting a ton done as my dogs are going to pursue the Morongols, so that's fine. We can bring the triads back. That's okay. Got our last Giselle back. Let's take out those bats. Dogs can run over here and deal with those guys. Skrulk's still just vibing. Is that a summon? That's a summon. I don't want to use a summon. I want a summon that feels like a waste of my time. Rat ogres fall back away from Nocty Noct. Okay. And he's using invocation hack on those. That is not a summon, that's real, so we gotta go deal with it. Triads are still doing their best. Dogs are chasing Morongols to the best of their abilities. Oh my god, dude, vampires have so many summons. I know it's the point, but still, what the fuck? Okay, rat ogres need to run away. Skrulk needs to come join. We are getting into Lord Sniper bust territory, so I'm going to send both mutant rat ogres at Noctilus and hope for the best. So I can also get up here and hit him with I thought I grabbed my dogs. I can also get up here and hit him with Liber Bubonicus. So we're just gonna hope for the Lord Snipe on Noctilus. That would help us significantly in our efforts, because then rotting Prometheans get no more healing. Okay, Noctilus is about to crumble. I can just hit him with Liber. That would go a long way and help me out here. Because he is crumbling. Jesus fucking Christ, can I get out of these dumbass things? Okay, he's gonna crumble on his own. It looks like I don't have to waste Liber on him. Alright, so we get some these back. Noctilus has died, which is pretty huge. Liber does okay versus single entities, but not great, so I prefer to use them on multi-entities when I can. Those bats are crumbling. I don't have to care about them too much. How's this Promethean fight, Rotting Leviathan fight going? It's going okay. That is a real deckhand mob, so killing it is worthwhile. Got a mutant rat ogre back, so that's nice. And I kind of want to kill these bats just because they're cheap. And they can run me down a lot, and I don't like that. I don't like them chasing down my units. Okay, so got some decent damage onto that. Now we'll get our Jezzails to help me with the crab. And I kind of want to fight with my mutant rat ogre when I have a stand your ground available. Same with these dogs. If I can get a good stand your ground buff. So let's hop in now. Okay. We'll use one of our 2 Rod of Corruptions. Stand your ground is active. That should be the end of the Rotting Leviathan. Now my Jezzails try and fall back. Rotting Leviathan's gonna fade away in its own time. There we go. So we lost it. We lost it. Morgul's are gonna die. So let's get all of our dogs and our mutant rat ogre and our triads to collapse in on this Morgul here. For just maximum damage. I also want to throw out a Plague Monk, but I just canceled it because I'm a fool. But there we go. We're absolutely shredding the Night Terrors. I'm throwing in the Plague Monks because this Eshin Triad's about to tear her out. My Mutant Rat Ogre ain't doing so hot either, to be honest. Throw my dogs in while they're still immune to terror from their last little terror out. We'll hit the Night Terrors. We'll take out any support that the Rotting Leviathan has. And then just rely on it being completely alone in the late game. Okay, Jezzail's gonna get some limited damage. Don't you fucking rout for no reason. You have positive leadership, you little asshole. At least it didn't shatter, but it does have positive leadership when it fucking abandoned me. Okay, Triads are back. I need to send them in to shred that thing's armor. I really need those Jezzails back to poke it down as well from a distance. Because there are zombies coming and my mutant rat ogre is routing, and okay, good. Army losses takes them out. Balance damage value was actually very close, so it was risky there. I know the balance of power is heavily in my favor, but the Rotting Leviathan could like actually body Skrulk if it hit him in, like once or twice, and then he'd tear her out and it's bad. Whew, intense game actually. Double Rotting Leviathan almost got me. That would be a game I would honestly cast on its own, except for I just cast it from my perspective, so why bother? The double mutant rat ogre worked out for me. The wolf rats didn't have much to do because they didn't have dire wolves or dire pack or scurvy dogs, that's it. So without those, they just chased pistol mobs or peeled for me with Mournguls, but they still did okay versus Mournguls when I got the charge off, so good. Triads did okay. Not amazing, but they're the halberds I needed running around being spooky, and Skrulk did well. But poking down Noctilus nice and early was huge for us. We would have lost if we hadn't finished sniping him.
Subscribe, yes, yes.